And good evening and welcome to Prosperity Health Recipes. And I'm Maureen G Mulvaney, better known as MGM. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And tonight we're at session number 2. And tonight we're going to go over your digestive system in our health recipes class. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited about this. Our first thing, gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. I love that. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. That's from Proverbs. And I really like that. And so, once again, our wonderful healing book, which is the Bible, tells us all the time that we are guaranteed birthright health. So, we've got to start paying attention. And my definition of vibrant health is awakening each morning easily and effortlessly, filled with joy and a good attitude, and plenty of energy to get you through the day. Having a good appetite that keeps you at your most efficient and effective weight of your body, having a good memory, and that good sense of humor, and having a clear mind filled with gratitude and love of life. I think that's a wonderful way to think about vibrant health. And so I've changed this a little bit for our class this time. Vibrant health is my birthright. I shimmer with excitement. I am vibrantly healthy. Once again, you have to use spaced repetition by repeating this 100 times a day, even if you just say, I am vibrantly healthy, because you have gotten many, many mixed messages over the years about your health. And we've got to reprogram you. So 100 times a day times 10 weeks is 7,000 new images of I am vibrantly healthy, and it will get down into your cells, which is what we're looking to do. So please do that. And we say every little cell of my body is happy, every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy, every little cell in my body is well. Feel so good, feel so swell. Every little cell is happy and well. And so we know that you have to claim your vibrant health. I believe that vibrant health is your birthright. I came popping out of my own mama, healthy, joyous, and doing the hula. So I'm told by my mama. As a baby, I didn't say, well, I'm fat. I'm just going to catch a cold if they don't turn off this air conditioning. I'm not good enough. None of that. As a baby, I was perfect. I was the perfect little love and healing machine. I had no thought programming. I was just so thrilled to get out of that little floating sack and open my eyes to my future. Hear me clearly. You had no thought programming when you were a baby, when you entered this planet. Your thoughts were programmed into you through spaced repetition by your mama, daddy, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, preachers, teachers. And your thoughts, when bundled together, became your beliefs. Your thoughts and beliefs create your future. Let me repeat this again and again and again throughout this course. Your thoughts and beliefs create your future. What you are thinking and saying right now in your life is creating your future. How you will feel, how you will heal. And hearing, seeing, and experiencing something 6 times a day for over 30 days is called spaced repetition, as we know. Spaced repetition created your old thoughts, which bundled together to create your belief program. It was all learned. That's the good news, because if it was all learned, you can unlearn it and reprogram yourself by using positive, effective, healing thoughts. Vibrant health is your birthright. You have to shimmer with excitement as you claim, I am vibrantly healthy. And you claim your vibrant health. And we learned back in session 1 that you are a healing machine. In the beginning, you alone healed yourself with plants and trees and food and whatever you had in your surrounding. You healed yourself because there were no doctors, there were no other people. You have a fight or flight response, and back in the day, you fought the mountain lion, you ran away, or you died. It was very easy to live back then. And then as we moved around the earth, we found other people. and we grouped together into tribes, and we exchanged these healing practices. We learned to massage, heat, light, color, prayer, acupuncture, and all kinds of healing things. And people that had special abilities to heal became the medicine men or the shamans or the doctors. And this went on for thousands of years. But everything changed once we humans discovered germs and we ceded our healing powers to others. We went into war with germs, and doctors became the generals, and our bodies became the occupied territories. Body parts became separate entities to be fixed with a pill or surgery. We threw out all 5,000 years of that healing. So our class and my hope is that we're going to take back your healing superpowers. It's time that you claim your vibrant health again. Decide to take back your healing abilities. Decide to embrace new healing modalities that were begun thousands of years ago with energy and light and chakras and energy meridians. Decide to add choice. Fight or flight doesn't work in today's stressors, with today's stressors. You have to add back conscientious choice. Holding on to resentment, revenge, anger, rage, hate, and all of those emotions can make you sick, literally make you sick. Instead, decide to add conscientious healing, kind, loving, and forgiving thoughts to create the vibrant health of your dreams. Claim your health. Claim your vibrant health. And so it's time for review. And so as we say, Albert Einstein, I love you, Albert. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This isn't philosophy. This is physics. And so your thoughts are energy. And positive thoughts vibrate high, negative thoughts vibrate low. When you claim new thoughts and belief about your health begins to change. This is what I personally say. I am the master chef of my body. I whip up vibrant health daily. I feed my body nourishing foods and beverages, as well as nourishing thoughts and experiences. I cook up wellness by always remembering to take out the trash, my negative thoughts, as I clean and cleanse my beliefs. I pamper and respect my body. My body knows how to heal itself and is always in the healing process. I claim my vibrant health. That is one of my personal things that I like to say. And so because we know vibrating at a frequency higher is to where you want, to match the frequency of what you want, not where you are, what you want. So a frequency higher for your thoughts, your words, and your actions, because we all know all things are possible with God. And so I'd like you to do some homework this week. And one of the things I'd like you to do is I would like you to ask yourself, what are your thoughts about health in general? We know what our thoughts are when we start hearing them. So what I say to you is maybe keep a little list or diary somewhere about your thoughts about health and healing. And when you hear yourself say, I am so fat, write it down. My mother or father died of heart attack. Write it down, because what your words say matches what your thoughts are. So I need you to kind of take a look at all of the things you are saying to yourself so we can understand what you're healing, what your health energy is. And so Donna Eden's energy exercise, I would like you to make a commitment to yourself to use her YouTube, Donna Eden's energy routine is what she calls it. And I will send you the link. I want you to watch that for the whole time we're in this class and do it at least once a day. I promise you, you will feel so wonderful. After about 2 weeks, I noticed it right off the bat, but sometimes it takes about 2 weeks to really, really understand what that is. And I will put this on the recording so that you will have it. I will try and put it at the end so that you won't have to watch the whole thing to get to it, okay? and it's your Donna Eden's energy routine. And so this week, we're going to be talking about health recipes to create vibrant health. And in our prosperity class, we have vibrant health, harmonious relationships, purposeful purpose, the way you want to give your gifts and talents to the world, and to create your dream lifestyle, the house you want, the car you want, the bank account, everything. You can attract great wealth, but you can only maintain a level of dream lifestyle prosperity with vibrant health as your cornerstone. Billionaires will give up every penny they've ever made just to get their health back. Great wealth without health has really not much meaning. Your foundation to great wealth is vibrant health. And as we did last week, we'll start with the Western philosophy and look at the physical body before we move into the metaphysical, holistic healing of the body. So, first, the digestive system is what we want to look at tonight. And the body has the ability to heal itself. Never forget that. The body has the ability to heal itself. That is so exciting. Today, we're going to tour your miraculous digestive system, because digestion is a simple process where large insoluble food particles are broken down into smaller water-soluble molecules so that they can be absorbed by the blood and give energy to different parts of your body. The human digestive system essentially consists of two parts, the digestive tract and the organs of digestion. Now, if you just had the digestive tract, everything you ate would put in your mouth would come out the other end. So if you ate a banana, it would come out a banana. But what makes it digests it are the organs, because the organs mix all kinds of enzymes and other chemicals that create action and create so that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller so that the body can absorb it and use it. The digestive organs release several chemicals, and it turns your 30-foot-long tube into a powerful digesting factory that converts complex food materials into simple, easy-to-absorb small molecules that are then utilized by the body for energy, for growth, for repair, and regulation. So let's start our tour, and we'll start in the mouth. And so your mouth starts the first stage of the digestive system. It has teeth, tongue, and palate. And mastication. Don't you love that word? Don't get that mixed up with the other word. But mastication is the art of chewing. The teeth bite and chew, which helps the food particles break down into hundreds of little pieces that make it easier to swallow and increase the surface area of the food, so the action of the enzymes is much faster. The tongue then takes that food, and you have taste receptors, which help you identify for bitter, sour, sweet, and salt. So even as babies, that's what you know. So sweetness is something you know from the very beginning. The saliva combines a lot of these enzymes that mix with those food particles to help break down those food particles even more. And the carbohydrates break down into smaller sugars and fats, or simple lipids. And so tasty tidbit, how is it that white bread is white when the flour taken from wheat is not white? Let me give you the horrible truth that white bread is bleached white. Just like you bleach your clothes, bread is done the same way with chemical agents such as nitric oxide, chlorine, chloride, and various other bleaching agents that have no business being inside our bodies. Sweden, Canada, and many other countries have banned American white bread. So why bleach bread in the first place? Well, I'll tell you why. And this is what it's all about, the money. Bleaching enables the white flour to have a long shelf life, so it can be transported across the country and sit on those grocery shelves as long as it takes before they're sold. The problem with this is that bleaching, or we call it refined. So anytime you see on a label, refined wheat, refined sugar, Refined, it means that every nutritional value that could have possibly been in that has been deleted. And so refined bread equals zero nutritional value. Every bit of any kind of nutrient that could possibly support the body is taken out during that process. So it's actually dead bread. And so what you've got to understand is that white flour, white sugar, white rice are all refined, and they have zero, 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 zero nutrients. There's almost very, very little or no fiber, and they always have more calories than wheat. And so what this means is the whiter the bread, the faster you're dead. That's right. I love that. The whiter the bread, the faster you're dead. Almost 1/2 of the United States of America will be diabetic by the end of this decade, because white anything turns to sugar in the body. Look at these French fries. French fries are literally, and I do mean this literally, killing America. And so they have been. And our children are eating more French fries. They're already refined. They're white. And they go into the body. They turn to sugar. And it's a wonder. And kids are addicted to French fries, especially McDonald's French fries. So I'm just giving you this as a little tasty tidbit to say, hey, we need to take a look at this, because we're being lied to an awful lot. And so back to the digestive system. But once you have completely chewed your food, the tongue helps to push the food particles down your long pipe, which is called the esophagus. And you can see all the food going down. Through a series of controlled muscle contractions, it's called swallowing. These muscles are very strong at the lower end to form the lower esophageal sphincter, which has a valve-like function, which maintains or retains constricted, and which remains constricted at all times to prevent the contents from the stomach from entering back into the esophagus, except when you eat or drink. Now, this esophageal sphincter, which is right down here, right in between, it is located, it was right there, allows only one-way movement of the food. But listen up. When this muscle loses its tone, it leads to many diseases and many problems with the body, acid reflux, and all kinds of things. So we want to keep that well toned. Once this, once the body moves it down into the stomach, and so your stomach, when the food gets to the stomach, the food particles have traveled through that esophagus and it hits the stomach, and it hangs out approximately 4 hours in the stomach. Now, the stomach is your personal mixer. I love that, because where everything is blended with digestive juices, and it breaks down your proteins such as beef and all these things is in that little stomach. The stomach also releases strong chemicals like hydrochloric acid that kills the bad bacteria. So it mixes with all of your enzymes and stuff to break the food down, but also to kill the bad bacteria. This is brilliant to me. I mean, this just tickles me to no end to know all this stuff, because you have to understand how miraculous the body is. And since these chemicals can also damage the stomach wall, the pancreas stops acid from damaging the cells. The mucus mixes everything into a soup that they call chyme, C-H-Y-M-E. Yet the food is still only semi-digested. So the inner stomach wall also secretes bicarbonate ions to prevent damage from HCl, cholesterol, and allow maintenance of low pH, which is required to have the action of pepsin, which is the active enzyme which further breaks down the proteins so that these particles can be absorbed by your body. So everything is in the process of being broken down, so that it can constantly be used in the nutrients taken and used in your body. The superhero stomach helps break down a lot of bacteria, and they are also killed in the stomach, so it does not make you sick. So you've got the immune system that helps you prevent colds and viruses and that kind of things. And then you've got the stomach that is killing the bacteria that it knows that you should not be having and bringing into your body. This is magnificent. It's beyond magnificent if you ask me. So once again, a tasty tidbit. We have what we know as the standard American diet. Its initials are SAD, S-A-D. Doesn't that absolutely make sense? Our sad American diet is killing us because it is highly acidic and dangerously deadly. We are taking in 70%. Processed food makes up 70% of the U.S. diet. Let me repeat that, how horrible that is. 70%. Can you understand how much overtime your stomach has to put in to be able to digest 70% of what you put in your body as processed food, whether it is the Big Mac and the French fries, which I absolutely drives me crazy. They are killing the United States, and now they're all over the world, so it's killing the world. And so, because the body was never meant, when you put a banana, the body says, oh, it's a banana. You can't eat 1,000,000 bananas. You can only eat 1, 2 max. But French fries, you can just keep eating them and eating them and eating them and eating them because, or potato chips or Girl Scout cookies. It's all so processed. We spend 10% of our disposable income on fast food. This is a travesty. Americans eat 130 pounds of sugar a year. This is not just the sugar you put in your coffee and tea. This is the sugar that is in virtually every single processed food you eat. And as of 2000, 60% of all middle school and high schools sold soft drinks in their vending machines. Now, USDA had them all, well, a lot of them taken out, but there are very many vending machines that are still on school campuses, and it's heartbreaking. 60%. So let me give you a flash. The body was never made to take care of all of that. It has to work overtime on chewing up the food, and a lot of it isn't even you have to chew. We just swallow it whole, and then it gets into the stomach, and then we're churning and churning and churning and mixing and churning and mixing and churning, and it's overtime. We're wearing our systems out. Our pH food, we say we need low pH, but most of what we eat is high acidic. So we're over here on the chart, and the chart is yellow and red, and that's what Americans eat. 70% of what we eat is over here in the yellow, orange, and red, and it's very, very high acid, and so it's hurting our bodies like crazy. You start getting to the green, and it begins to show you. Then we want to stay over here in the alkaline group, which is green and orange, and the green and violet, and getting all the way up to the violet. And that's fruits and vegetables and water and pineapple and bananas and just all the garlic and onions. We eat all of this acidic food, and it is killing us. So we have to start looking at getting away from the acidic foods, which are all the processed crap. And the corn syrup, bam, 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 I could shoot some of this stuff. And getting back over here to the bell peppers and the beets and the broccoli and the cauliflower and all those kind of things. I guarantee you, if you want to lower your cholesterol, eat broccoli. It will bring it down in a week. The body knows what it wants, so eat more alkaline foods. So back to the digestive system. Here's the small intestine. So after your food has been in the stomach for at least 4 hours, then it can be moved on to the small intestine, which are right here in the middle, all this in the middle. And so all that in the middle, it takes approximately 1 hour after you eat a meal that the food goes to their next destination, which is the small intestine. Now, the small intestine is where most of the digestion of food takes place. I always thought it was in the stomach. It is not. It is in the small digestive tract, the small intestine, where digestion takes place. And it slowly, over a period of many hours after you eat, the main job of the small intestine is digestion and absorption of food. The surface area of the small intestine is approximately 2,700 square feet. Let me repeat that, 2,700 square feet. And Sandra, you're going to be so excited because that's about the size of a tennis court. If you untangled your small intestine, it is about the size of a tennis court. The length of the small intestine gives it time to mix a lot of juices from the liver, pancreas, gallbladder, and small intestine to help break down food particles, converting it into smaller and smaller and smaller molecules that are easy to absorb, and so it can be utilized by the body. The small intestine pushes these food particles through by squeezing every drop of nutrition out of it into the body. So that's why it winds its way, it moves, it stops, it moves, it stops, all through your small intestines. This is amazing to me. The liver is also a vital organ, and it is in the immune system. We talked about it last week, and then the digestive system also. Its main job is to filter out harmful substances and also breaks down fats and oils. Let me repeat that. It breaks down fats and oils, which is extremely hard work because they are insoluble in water and tend to clump together in large blobs. This is where that green liquid bile produced by the liver installed in the gallbladder solves the problem to help break down fats. Now, the gallbladder is used to store the bile and concentrate it. Since we eat so much fat in our diets, which is not water soluble, it can't be absorbed that way. So the bile has to help emulsify it and leads to the formulation of these, what they call mile cells, which are easy to digest and absorb. But because we throw in so much more than the body can really absorb, our body is spending hours and hours breaking down, mixing, breaking. You can see why your organs are worn out. The liver, we've got more people that are ending up with fatty liver because it just cannot digest all of the fat that we put in it. And so the pancreas, which lies behind the stomach, you can't see it in this picture, releases other enzymes to help digest all foods and food particles. Side note, the endocrine system portion produces insulin also. Now that the food particles are broken down, the small intestine digests and absorbs them and transfers them to the body through the blood. Once it goes out of the small intestine, it then goes to the large intestine. And so you can see how this thing just keeps winding down. And as it winds down and around, more nutrients, vitamins, minerals are taken out so the body can use it. Now, the large intestine is about a fifth of the length of the whole GI system. And it's the last stop on your digestive tract. The large intestine is the last chance to absorb water and minerals into the blood and take care of any other remaining undigested food. The large intestine contains, get this, 700 species of bacteria, and they perform the important function of digestion and weigh almost 7 ounces. These microbes act on the remaining food and produce important compounds that are used by the large intestine for their nourishment. And vitamin K and other things are taken out. So the large intestine also produces antibodies that help us boost our immunity. The large intestine sends any undigested matter, the waste material, to the rectum. And so then the rectum takes the remaining almost solid material, which is compacted and into stools, and then stores it in the rectum until it's excreted by the anus. And so that is your digestive system. I just think that is so miraculous. My gosh, how it goes through there. So every time you eat something, I want you to thank your digestive system for keeping out the bad bacteria as much as it can, and by letting you digest this food for your nourishment. It's amazing to me. That's amazing. And so let's go into the metaphysical part of this. Now, and so let's take the metaphysical tour, which means the holistic approach to healing the body is beyond the physical world and your immediate senses, to energy medicine, Ho'oponopono prayer, massage, and transforming your beliefs and thoughts. Let's look at the body through a very different energy lens. And I propose that we combine the two worlds of medicine, the Western look and the Eastern look, to take the best from both to create your best healing environment for you and your loved ones so you can create vibrant health and your dream lifestyle of wealth. And remember, you'll always add to your fight or flight advanced system conscientious choice, that which makes us different from animals. So your subconscious mind is what goes on with your body. Your subconscious mind is the very first to react automatically without thinking to all words, to all actions and negative attacks, either verbal or physical. You do not have direct control of your subconscious, but with practice, you have a huge influence on how well your digestive system operates. Your energetic system is controlled by your automatic subconscious mind and your mental habits. Remember, everything programmed in your subconscious is learned. It therefore can be unlearned and can reprogram yourself. Yippee dippy, that's the exciting part. And the subconscious mind is highly trainable with practice, highly trainable. So practice to the point where the subconscious knows automatically what to do and how to do it. Use spaced repetition. Create an extremely effective and highly functioning digestive system with a great positive attitude, with faith and prayer, with overflowing joy, with thanks and gratitude. Because we know gratitude, when practiced, becomes automatic, and it will know what to do and how to do it, no matter what the circumstance. And that's what we want to start doing. Train ourselves. Energy digestive system. Everything you practice, such as Ho'oponopono or your new energy routine, is set up to boost your energy system and your spiritual digestive system. So let's look at your energy, your energy digestive system. Like I said, your biological digestive system is your body's way to absorb water, vitamins, minerals, nutrients from food and drink, while killing off the bad bacteria that make you sick. Your spiritual energetic digestive system is the counterpart. That is your energy, your life force. It assists you in resolving negative thinking or negative feeling when you may feel under attack or weakened by toxic people, toxic circumstances, and toxic events in your life. Or maybe your natural joyful state has been infected by the negative program you received when you were a child, or that you're still receiving from the television, from news programs. So from toxic relationships or a barrage of other negative programming around you. Of course, it's all learned so you can use the same programming to give yourself a better chance. So let's start with the energetic. I will make a comparison between the physical and the energetic. Your mouth physically begins the digestive system process, and we think about it as taking in the nutrition. Energetically, Louise Hay, who I love and adore, you should read her too, author of How to Heal Your Life, suggests energetically that the mouth represents taking in of new ideas and nourishment. Problems with the mouth indicate that you have got a set of opinions that cannot be changed, that you have a closed mind, that you're incapacity to take in new ideas. So when you're having problems with your mouth and mouth area, think about your opinions. To resolve any mouth issues, you must personally claim, I nourish myself with love. I welcome new ideas and new concepts and prepare them for digestion and assimilation. So it's the digesting of ideas. This is exactly how we do with our thoughts. We bite something off and we bring it in. So your teeth are next. And physically, teeth bite and chew to break down food into smaller bite-sized pieces for digestion. Louise Hay suggests energetically teeth represent decisions. The probable cause of teeth problems is long-standing indecision, inability to break down ideas into bite-sized pieces for analysis to make decisions. To resolve teeth issues, say to yourself, I claim I make my decisions based on the principles of truth, and I rest securely knowing that only right action is taking place in my life. I love this stuff. Next is your tongue. And physically, it's the center of your taste buds, sour, sweet, salty, and bitter. Energetically, Louise Hay suggests that it represents your ability to taste the pleasures of life with joy. To resolve any issues with your tongue, I rejoice in all my life's manifold givingness. The next stop is the stomach. And physically, the stomach holds the food and mixes it to break down for further digestion. Energetically, the stomach holds nourishment and digests ideas. If it is out of whack, we feel dread or fear of the new, an inability to assimilate or digest or mix in the new with what you already know. To resolve stomach issues, you have to claim, I digest life with ease. Life agrees with me. I mix in new with my thoughts and beliefs. All is well. The small intestine physically absorbs nutrition. Energetically, it's the absorption of new ideas. If you're having challenges with your small intestines, you claim, I easily assimilate and absorb all that I need to know and release the past with joy. Large intestines physically absorbs the last ounce of nutrition before it's eliminated from the body. Energetically, it's a fear of letting go and a holding on to the past. To resolve issues in that area of your life, you say, I easily release that which no longer is needed. The past is over and I am free. And then last, the anus or rectum is an anger of the past. Physically, it is the release, the waste from the body. And energetically, it's your releasing point, your dumping ground. Possible causes of problems such as hemorrhoid is a fear of deadlines, an anger of the past, afraid to let go, feeling burdened by life or people. To resolve issues, you have to claim, I release all that is unlike love. There is a time and space for everything I want to do. I easily and effortlessly release that which I no longer need in my life. Remember, the key to getting what you want is knowing what you want. And in this class, we're all about creating, maintaining a vibrant, healthy body. Take all the ideas that you've learned tonight into your practice test kitchen and practice vibrant health, harmonious relationships, purposeful purpose, and dream lifestyle. Cook up vibrant success and vibrant health by paying attention, by adding conscientious choice into your life and understanding you can heal your body.